So in this video, we want to address some misconceptions about salt systems, but at the end of it, we want to make sure that you feel empowered enough to make the decision, is salt best for my family or not? Probably the biggest misconception about saltwater systems for swimming pools is that it isn't chlorine. It is. Salt systems only produce chlorine, and it does it with the salt water coming in one end of the cell, and out the other end comes liquid chlorine that's mixing right into the pool. The only difference from the chlorine tablets you're used to is that liquid chlorine doesn't have any stabilizer in it. You'll have to add that. Another big misconception about saltwater pool systems is that they're maintenance free. That is not the case. You're going to need to periodically clean that salt cell, and depending on the manufacturer, that could be every 3 months, that could be every 6 months. A lot of it has to do with the quality of your water, but you need to clean that cell in order for it to continue to produce the level of chlorine that you need to keep a safe and healthy swimming pool. The third misconception about salt systems is that there's so much salt in the pool water that it's like an ocean. It is not like the ocean. The amount of salt that's in your pool water is about the same that's in our eyes. Like, you know, when we're watching Arizona sports and we tear up and cry a little bit, it's about that same level of salinity. So you don't have to worry about things tasting too salty. You will hardly taste it at all. The other thing to know about salt systems on your pool is that it can have an effect on some of the other pool features or equipment. For example, any stainless steel, like a scupper or a handrail in a saltwater pool, can actually wear down over time. If you have a natural stone deck or a natural water feature, the buildup of salt or the total dissolved solids can leave what looks like staining. So you just want to know that ahead of time to make sure that salt is right for you. The other thing to consider about salt systems is not only the manufacturer, because that's going to range anywhere from $700 to just shy of $2,000, but you also want to consider the size of pool. Now, the size of pool could determine the size of the salt cell that you need, and that can affect your initial price. The long-term effect, however, when it comes to size of pool, is how much chlorine your salt system is needing to generate. The bigger the pool, the more chlorine to maintain the right level of chlorine. So initial cost ranging from $700 to just shy of $2,000, and cost of ownership. The other thing with cost of ownership to consider is the amount of muriatic acid you need to use. You have to maintain the pool at a certain pH. Well, salt systems don't produce chlorine with stabilizer. It's just the chlorine. So you need to physically manually add the stabilizer yourself, unlike in a chlorine puck. The important thing is that you are doing this research because it is such a permanent investment. You have to have a peace of mind about what's best for you. In doing this research, you're going to gain the confidence to choose not only the company that's right for you, but also the systems and the products and how your pool operates. Other system options include an oxygenated pool, traditional ozone, standard UV systems. So you doing the research like this is another step closer to you finding the pool equipment and system that is perfect for you and your family.